Today is International Day of Climate Action, October 24th, so we're all really excited to be a part of that.
The 350 project, basically we're trying to get the carbon dioxide levels down to 350 parts per million. And basically this entire area, and even down to Keaukaha, will be significantly impacted if the sea level rises 1 meter, which is what is expected. So the idea about the Blue Line project today is to do public awareness about what 1 meter sea level rise would be in our communities.
The shading, you can see the darker color is where the water is currently, and the lighter color of blue is where the water could possibly end up if we don't, get a hold of this. That's the Bayfront. There's Suisun, there's the ironworks. So we would lose all this land here by the bridge. We're going to have it encroaching on the highway here, and then down here, and all this land is going to be affected right up into town. So it's a pretty big encroachment.
This is an International Climate Change Day, and these events are happening in over 450 places in the United States right now. It's pretty significant to get local kids out here.
We brought a group of kids from our school, Hawai'i Academy of Arts and Science, and this is our project-based program, Hui Malama na Mea Kane. So we're always worried about the things of Kane being fresh water, and everything that impacts water, like climate change, loud horns. But yeah, so the kids are excited about participating and being part of the solution rather than the problem, and looking for ways to educate and encourage people to do the right thing.
Today's project is this is a Blue Line effort, and it's going on throughout the state. It's a project put together by the Blue Planet Foundation, and it's part of a 350.org action. 350 actions are going on throughout the world. There's over 4,000 of them globally, all today on the 24th. It's over 160 different countries, nations participating, and the whole point is to send the 350 message to the global treaty effort, which does not happen every year. They're doing that this December, and we really want to make sure that they put the information on the new science into that treaty, which is basically that we need to keep it below 350 ppm of CO2 in the atmosphere. 350 parts per million is the upper limit that scientists believe is safe for a safe climate future for humanity. A lot of the project today is we're having folks draw blue lines where the sea level rise would be at the end of the century, and we're having contests for the most creative line. People are encouraged to put their messages and to bring signs that they've created to help spread the word and to really think about what we can all do.
We should help the earth and provide instead of using.
Now is the time to draw the line.
Today we brought with us some information on, what anyone could do. Here's one that just kind of gives you an idea of 10 things that someone could do. One is sustainable transportation, like, jumping on a bicycle instead of into your vehicle, into your car. Eating better foods, buying locally. Buy fresh foods from your farmer's market if you have them. We definitely have a lot of great farmer's markets here in Hawaii. Letters to the editor, make people more aware. Get the word out there. Unplug your different electrical devices while you're not using them. All of that saves energy. Use less stuff. What a great concept. Dispose responsibly. Recycle, reuse, and make sure that things that are dangerous for the environment are disposed of properly. Use efficient light bulbs. Becoming a transition town. They're saying to Google transition towns, and you'll find out how you can get started to transitioning your town away from fossil fuels. We definitely need to cut fossil fuels. That's a big part of all of this. And one of the most important possibly is to elect climate champions. Think about who you're voting into office and what they're going to do to help us, preserve our climate and have a safe climate future. But those are things that just about anybody can do, and I think it's really important for folks to get more aware of that. Spread the word that 350 is the number we need to be below, and so that's why there's all these 350 actions going on around the world, because we're all joining together to make this point. In Hawaii, there's a lot of other projects going on. I know today a lot of people are doing beach cleanups, and people are planting trees, and all kinds of different actions to help support this cause. This is another informational that's just about other solutions that folks can do. Some of the main things are, of course, to stop coal use, improve land use in general, which is general conservation. Plant trees that are native to your areas. Save forests. Don't let people cut them down. We need trees. Trees use the CO2, and that helps bring it out of the atmosphere, and that's really, really important. Probably a large part of the challenge right now is that we've been cutting a lot of trees and a lot of forests for use, you know, for our stuff, because all the stuff we need, right, as our culture. And cut fossil fuels. It's very, very important too. So this kind of gives you an idea of what the CO2 has looked like through time. And this is the early 1900s. It was still below 300 parts per million. And here we are at 389, just about 390. And you can see it is possible for us to bring it back down, but we really do have to make some changes as a culture, as a society, as many cultures, you know, as a globe. We only have one planet, so.
It's a realization that nobody escapes. When the climate changes, is changing, and the sea level rises, doesn't make a difference what race, sex, political opinion, any ism, it's all going to be underwater. So you got to come together. Aloha, I love the earth. Take care of the earth, man. That's the message.
This map shows what is expected of 1 meter sea level rise, and that's expected at the end of the century. And often most experts kind of say that's a conservative estimate. Now that doesn't take into consideration Hilo's climate and how much rain we get in general here. And a lot of us who are longtime residents know that we get flooding just from a few weeks of rain. So I'm sure that would exacerbate this type of thing too. So should the ocean rise, because the pond is connected to it, the pond will rise as well. And then the pond also brings down a lot of the water from upper in the Mauka areas, in the mountain areas where there's a lot of rain, or maybe it might not be raining down here, but it is up there. And you know, it all collects into those areas. And the other reality is that all of this area here is filled. The bayfront area along Kamehameha Avenue is a natural wetlands area originally, and so it's been filled in, and that's why there's parks and stuff here. Wetlands are a natural buffer to tsunamis and different types of high surf. You can see here there's like the Kamehameha statue, all of that area, all of this Wailoa Pond. Like this is kind of just a little itty bitty stream right now, and really it would be a lot broader, a lot wider, and it would start to impact some of these roads over here. And they really think of this as a conservative estimate.
I think the 350 I think the number is good. It's good to have a number. We haven't had a number, and it's good to have one.
Look around. We live in a beautiful world. Let's keep it that way. Let's all work together to make it a better place. So little steps. Get some better flashlights, LEDs. Get rid of your incandescent light bulbs. How about walking? How about biking? Everything that we can do to reduce our carbon footprint, we can do it. Let's do it together. Keep that water back. Thank you.